Hello everyone, my name is Meshal Alsaqer. Today I will present a conceptual framework that connects change management, digital transformational leadership, and collective efficacy to strengthen organizational resilience in an era of rapid change. And this slide, why this study, organizational resilience in disruptive era? We live in a time of constant disruption, digital transformation, global crisis, and geopolitical risks. Organizations must not only survive, but adapt and innovate. Previous research often studied these concepts separately, leaving a gap in understanding how they work together to build resilience. So on this slide, we'll see the study objectives and conceptual contribution. Our main goal is to develop an integrated framework showing how change management, digital leadership, and collective efficacy interact to enhance resilience. Theoretically, this links strategy, leadership, and group psychology. Practically, it's offer an insight for leaders and policymakers aligned with Saudi Vision 2030. In this slide, we'll talk about the theoretical foundation. We based the framework on three theories. Dynamic capability theory explains adaptability. Transformational leadership theory highlights the leader's role in innovation. And social cognitive theory shows how shared beliefs, collective efficacy, drive team performance. So, in this slide, we'll have a look at key constructs overview. First of all, change management, which ensures smooth transitions and agility. Digital transformational leadership promotes innovation and tech-driven culture. Collective efficacy builds confidence and calibration. Finally, we'll have a look to the organizational resilience. And what does it mean? Organizational resilience is the ability to anticipate, observe, and recover from disruptions. And this slide will talk about the development of hypotheses. We propose 7 hypotheses, including that change management and digital leadership positively influence resilience, and that collective efficacy act as a mediator between these factors and resilience. As you can see from this slide, the conceptual framework. Here's the model illustrating the relationships among the three constructs and organizational resilience, with the collective efficacy as the key mediator. In this slide, we'll talk about practical implications for organizational leader, adopt digital transformational leadership to empower team and promote digital culture, apply inclusive change management strategies that encourage participation and communication, invest in building collective efficacy through team development, collaboration, and trust. For policymaker, align digital transformation policies with capacity building and leadership development, encourage resilience training, innovation incentives, and digital infrastructure support, promote collective responsibility and participatory governance in public institutions. For educator and researcher, integrate resilience, leadership, and change management into academic program. Conduct empirical validation of the proposed framework in emerging economies. Explore culture and contextual influence on collective efficacy and resilience. In this slide, we'll talk about the gaps in existing literature. Most studies focus on processes, not behavioral dynamics. Digital leadership's link to resilience is underexplored. Collective efficacy is rarely studied as a mediator in organizational systems. There is a need for integrated framework combining structure and psychology. In conclusion, resilience is a dynamic capability, not a fixed trait. Our framework integrates structural, technological, and psychological dimensions to support digital transformation and Vision 2030. Future research should validate this model using quantitative methods. We reached the end of our presentation. Thank you for your attention. I'm happy to take your questions. Thank you.